What's up, everybody? Today I got another reaction video for y'all, and I'm going to be looking at Tom MacDonald. Actually, this is someone that's been on my radar for quite some time. I've been having a lot of you asking me to break down one of his songs or do like a reaction review video. And yeah, I was working with one of my students this week, actually. Shout out to you, Feldy. And he brought up this song, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to finally do it this week. I'm going to finally check out Tom. So I'm not as familiar with Tom's music. Like I've been aware of him for some years now. I just have not had a chance to consume a lot of his music. So I'm really looking forward to actually diving in and digging deeper into one of his new songs, Dirty Money. Let's check it out. Okay, before I even hit play, I just want to make a comment about just the visuals right here. Like, first impressions are really important. Looking at Tom right now, just the way he looks, you know, he's got the face tattoos, he's got the hair braided. You know, he has a very distinct look. Like, he's someone, if you see him, you're not going to mistake him for someone else. He really sticks out to you. And of course, all the visuals with this being called Dirty Money, I see money all around the White House. So I'm assuming there's obviously a government theme, probably talking about, you know, taxes and, like, you know, messed up stuff that's being done with the money we're paying or whatnot. But let's check it out.
They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise.
All right, first of all, real quick, oftentimes there's an intro to a song. This is one of those exceptions where there's no intro. He just goes straight into it. We're 3 seconds in, he's already rapping. So that's a rare thing. Usually we have an intro. So let me just pull it back and play it again and just listen to him a little bit now.
They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise. Turn me up or turn me down, it's your choice. Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd.
Okay, now he's going in hard. Dang, he's coming in hot. Let me take that back a little bit.
Because the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd. That's called ad revenue. They make cash selling you all the crap in the ads while they broadcast news.
That reminds me of a quote. I can't remember where I heard it. They said, never let a good crisis go to waste. Let me keep playing it here.
Ooh, the network full of liars got investment capital and segments sponsored by Pfizer. And the freedom fighters, I feel like the left just plants them to infiltrate the right. It's extensive planning, then it happens overnight. It's impressive branding. Make $1 million off of shirts that say let's go Brandon. It's a cash grab, everyone's a lab rat. Amazon made billions of dollars from sanitizer and black mass, and that's that. Funny how the terrorists who attack always come from places that are oil rich and have gas.
Oh man, I was just talking about that this week. Actually, that one, oh my goodness, that's fact. The way it's sold to you when it comes to war, it's always good guys versus bad guys. Nah. Usually it goes back to money and private interest a lot of times. Wow, that was that was a hard line right there. I like that.
They don't give a damn. What is this about? Our military trapped in the Middle East, can't get them out. Heroes are the ones who had the Constitution written down. Y'all are using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insults we.
I like this melody right here. The way he stacked his vocals. I'm trying to hear that. Is that him or is that another person stacking it? Or if that's just his vocal kind of pitched up with some type of forming effect or something like that.
We get less and they get more. By insults since we were born. They want money. We want dirty.
That's dope. I like how he produced his vocals like that.
By insults since we were born.
So he's got lead vocals in the front, and then he's got a stack underneath with a high-pitched vocal.
Since we were born, they want money.
And it sounds like the high-pitched stuff is panned a little bit left and right a little bit, it sounds like.
We want dirty.
And I like that screaming right there. Kind of gives a rock vibe. Oh yeah, and that's just leading into the hook. Okay, so we hadn't even got into the hook. That's a dope transition right there. I'm big on transitions, going into hooks and stuff like that. Typically, when we start a song, depending on the song, if it's like a club type of song and you're trying to get them hooked like instantly, we typically start like with a hook. And then that's usually the bigger part of the song, and then it drops down once we go into the verse. And so right here, he's been building up, going into the hook. Let me take it back a little bit and just listen to that transition, that bridge or like pre-hook, whatever you want to call it. Is some really nice ear candy building up into that hook.
They want money. We want dirty dollars. Feel their. They get more. By
me take it back. I want to hear that going all the way in.
Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4.
Let me listen to that beat too. The beat changes right there.
Constitution written down. Y'all aren't using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents.
The drums pull back. So what he's doing, he's creating a null. He's making the energy drop down. He's bringing the melody in, which is giving it more of a gentle, kind of peaceful sound. And then he's going to come back in with that aggressiveness. So the beat's going to change once that happens. The drums are going to come back in, and that's allowing a shift to take place right here. It's very important in music. We want to create builds, high points and low points, and that's what gives the song movement. If it's all just energetic from the very beginning to the very end, the track is flat.
Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money.
I like that money sound effect. Cha-ching.
Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. They might kill me for this song. It's all classified intelligence. Don't need to go to war to secretly be getting benefits. When Russia launches rockets, we condemn them, but there's evidence a U.S. politician owns the screws they're assembled with.
Ooh. More private interest talk.
A war on drugs, it's economic. You make money off an inmate, every jail cell is profit.
Okay. Dang. I'm glad he's talking about this. Yeah. Prison is business. Another word for prisoners are slaves. Slaves has always been big business. And people have made it about color and stuff like that. It's not. It's about money. It's about money. It's about power. It's about control. Prisoners are like slaves. They're in there. A lot of them are making like furniture. I think they also make license plates and stuff like that. Like for like next to nothing. You know what I'm saying? And like what they have to pay for, and like their snacks and stuff like that. Just everything's like crazy priced, and they're just being exploited. There's also, I've heard of history where people have actually been locked up before who did nothing wrong, but they were like brick masons or something like that, and they just locked them up just so they could exploit their labor for like next to nothing. There's a lot of truth to that, obviously. There's a lot of private interest in prison. It's a business. It's messed up, but it's true.
It's economic. You make money off an inmate. Every jail cell is profit. Our prisons are privately owned. Illegal marijuana.
What'd I just say? Yeah.
Marijuana just mean kids smoking weed turn to dollars in their pockets. Let's be honest.
Dang, hold on. Let me take it back. Oh man, I'm feeling a lot of stuff he's talking about right here. That's another one that, man, I hate it. There's so many people right now locked up for committing a crime against themselves. You're going to lock somebody up for smoking some weed, or maybe they were selling some weed or whatever. Like, there's so many people who are locked up in prison who are not violent offenders, who did not like harm someone else. They're putting them in prison for harming themselves, quote unquote. And just imagine the people that's locked up right now for something that's now legal. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I'll tell you one thing the government don't play about is them taxes. Man, there's so many people locked up right now for tax evasion for long periods of time. They don't play when it comes to that money. They want their piece, for sure. And then you pay them your taxes, and they have like no accountability for what they do with the money. Which he's probably gonna talk about that if he hadn't already, and I just missed it. But
money off an inmate, every jail cell is profit. Our prisons are privately owned. Illegal marijuana just mean kids smoking weed turn to dollars in their pockets. Let's be honest. Domestic threats in comparison to nuclear powers who hate the West is embarrassing. Still we label truckers in the convoy as terrorists and confiscate donations. We have no idea where it is. A pipeline leaks, price of gas goes higher. Stock market crash, everybody gets fired. Economy is weak while we trying to beat a virus. $1 trillion in debt to China. We celebrate.
Oh man, I love it. He don't care, bro. He's just putting it all out there. I respect it, man.
The smallest battles we're winning, so they can publish the headline that's gonna fuel the vision. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4.
I'm gonna go back and check out that cadence right there. That was an interesting cadence.
Make any progress, we're stuck at.
Take it back.
Publish the headline that's gonna fuel the vision. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning.
That's interesting the way he said beginning. It had like he was early with it. It kind of raised his hand to me a little bit because it was like a different type of groove than what he had. He came in like a little bit earlier on that part right there. Take it back a little bit.
Those battles we're winning, so they can publish the headline that's gonna fuel the vision. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents.
That's cool though. Yeah, he's still like perfectly on beat. He just did something slightly different where he came in a little bit earlier, but I think he says, what do you say, beginning?
We're stuck at the beginning.
Yeah, the beginning part, it still lands close to where he was already rhyming before that.
Beat a virus, $1 trillion in debt to China. We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning, so they can publish the headline that's gonna fuel the vision. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any
I like that fuel division line right there too. Hold on, when you listen to like rap, there's so much that's being said in a rap song. Like it's really hard to catch everything. Like when you listen to it the first time, like even rewinding it, I just caught a little something different about the division he was talking about.
That's gonna fuel the vision. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money.
I love that face in the dollar. That's hilarious.
I don't want your dirty money. Money, 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 money. Not enough soap to scrub, it's soaked in blood. It's all about the money, 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 money. Every time we make a buck, they take from us. It's all about the money, 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 money.
I like he did something slightly different with his voice right there, kind of bringing in that distortion, kind of that rock vibe a little bit. Coming out of the hook, it's almost like he's doing almost like almost like a bridge or something like that, where it's like he's just doing another catchy thing to kind of give you some more ear candy.
Every time we make a buck, they take from us.
Remind me a little bit of some of what Eminem does sometimes too, with that kind of higher pitch, kind of screaming. Ha! Take it back further.
Not enough soap to scrub, it's soap.
And when he goes that money, 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 he's got like a pitched down vocal now behind that. So before he had the higher stuff, and now he's got like a lower pitched voice behind that to give it a different sound.
I don't want your dirty money. Money, 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 money.
Hear that money, 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 money. Sound like it's the same type of placement, like lead vocal kind of in the center and the pitched down vocal a little bit kind of to the left and the right in the stereo field. Take it back.
I want your dirty money. Money, 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 money. Not enough soap to scrub, it's soaked in blood. It's all about the money, 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 money. Every time we make a buck, they take from us. It's all about the money, money, money.
Same thing here too. Coming out of the hook, now it's dropped down. It's kind of similar to what he was doing on the pre-hook going into the hook, where you remove a lot of the drums and stuff, a lot of the aggressive elements of the drums, smooth it out, and then once he likely comes out of this, it's going to probably take a step up and feel a little bit more aggressive. If I were to guess, I don't know, I haven't heard it, just guessing.
The dollar runs our lives until we die. It's all about the money, 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 money. It controls your mind and it controls mine. Dirty dollars fill their pockets.
Yeah. So that was like a kind of like a bridge coming out of the hook, bridge, and then going back into the hook.
While our coffins fill the ground, they make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money.
Cha-ching.
Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money.
Wow, that was fire. Yeah, a few kind of ending thoughts that I have on that is let me see how many views he has on this. He's got almost 4 million subscribers. This came out about I think it was like 4 or 5 weeks ago, something like that. April 28th, he's got 5 million views on this video. So anybody out there that feels like You got to talk about the same stuff you hear that's typical, like, you know, slanging dope, killing people, taking people's girls, just all that crazy stuff. Let this just be an example that there's a market for everything out there. This dude, he may have had like a couple like kind of lighter cuss words in this song, but it wasn't like a ratchet song or nothing like that. You know, it's not filled with a bunch of ignorant stuff. And he's talking about some real serious topics. Like, this is real serious things he's talking about. And I'm not as deep into some of the political stuff, or like, you know, I'm somewhat detached about a lot of the stuff that's going on in the world because there's only so much I can keep track of. And he seems to be a lot deeper into it, obviously, than I am. So, but look, that goes to show you right there. There's a market for everything. Look at how many people are vibing with what he's doing. First of all, the song is dope, regardless of like what the lyrical content is. It's very well written. It's very well produced. The mixing, all that stuff sounds perfect. The video is really well done. He's doing a great job creating songs, and he has this very deep and powerful message in it. And I love what he's doing. Like, I was like, you see my live reaction. Like, I was genuinely impressed by what Tom is doing. And I'm not surprised that he has the support that he does. And so good on Tom. So artists out there, rappers, make the music you want to hear. Your music is never going to be for everybody. Never. So don't try to be everything to everybody. Be authentic to who you are. The stuff that makes you move, that you vibe with, that touches your soul when you listen to it. Make that type of music. And if you do that, it's going to resonate with people like you. And you want your music to resonate with people who are like you. People, your fan base, your potential fan base is going to be people who are very similar to you. So just be yourself authentically, unapologetically. Be yourself. Because if you're not, you're robbing the world of a gift, and you're robbing yourself of a gift. So that's my final thoughts. Thank y'all so much for watching. If y'all want to see some more videos like this, let me know in the comment section below and tell me maybe who you would want to see me react to next. My name is Cole Mize with ColeMizeStudios.com, where I strive to make you a better rapper now. And if you're trying to perfect your rap skills, make sure you get yourself a free copy of my ebook, The #1 Fundamental to Rapping, via the link in the video description below. And subscribe to this channel for straight to the point, no BS, how to rap video tutorials. And always remember, when it comes to rapping, there's no rules, there's only techniques. Peace. Hey man, you see that subscribe button right there? Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh, and don't forget the bell icon. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Hey, I know you see that like button, right? Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. And look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, today I'm gonna kill it, kill it.